Hi, everyone. Welcome. Thank you for joining me. For those who are new, my name is Milou. I was born clairvoyant, which means I don't use any tools to read. I am also a psychic and a medium. I will take a moment to thank Rita, Cappy's mom, Linda, Noel, Pat. If you are here, thank you very much. I appreciate your help. Uh, I'm going to start with Biden this morning with something positive. I watched his speech. Oh my God, I think he did an amazing job. The content of the speech was on point, and well, he looked presidential. The speech was presidential, and he hit Trump in all the right areas. At this point, you know what? That's what I'm looking for. Somebody who can make a contrast between what we have now and what we should have. Everything else we will get on whoever, I mean, no, not whoever gets elected, on Biden's case when he gets to the White House to get what we want from him. But at this point, I feel our first priority is to get that menace we have in the White House, the Trump, the Putin's puppet, removed from there. So altogether, I feel Biden did an amazing job. Now, we're going to go back to yesterday. I know a lot of, let me say something. Some people keep, every time I talk, some people for some reason think I'm changing my mind. I'm saying Trump will be elected. Please, going forward, I am not going to repeat this again. I am not saying Trump is going to get reelected. The guy is in the White House. No matter what, he has a small chance. And the reason why he has a small chance is because what I explained, I believe it was Saturday when I was describing how Prince, DeVos's brother, has spies, and I feel intuitively Prince has people, or with the Republican Party, they have people, they're infiltrating different types of voting organizations in order for them to implant software or malicious programs, okay, to change the votes. So that is going on. I simply have no way of proving it. But they have people working behind the scenes doing that stuff. So when all these things are going on, the guy still stand a chance. That's what I meant. I don't mean that he's going to get reelected. That's why I'm saying to everyone, we must go out in overwhelming numbers and get this guy out of the White House. And the other thing is, we are never going to be able to change the mind of some of those people who believe in him. There's nothing we can do. It's just like Jim Jones. Those people, you don't think, who followed Jim Jones to wherever island he went to, those people's parents told them, no, don't go. They went anyway. They knew Jim Jones was crazy, but they went. And the same with Trump. A lot of his followers, they know he's a liar. They know today is our turn, tomorrow it will be their turn, but they took their chances anyway. In fact, I hope you guys, I will put the link to this article below the video once I'm done. There is an article on the Atlantic. It's called, oh my God, it is an amazing article. It's called History Will Judge the Complicit, How the Republican Party Abandoned Their Principles to Support Trump. It's a little more colorful than that, but you will see it. I will post the link, and please read it. And it describes how Trump was able to overcome the challenges of convincing Republicans to join him. So it's very interesting. But the point I was trying to make is I'm not trying to say Trump is going to win re-election or anything of that sort. So I'm not going to answer that question again. Please don't even, I've answered it so often enough. I'm simply trying to make a point every once in a while. In any event, what Trump did yesterday And I know some people have posted that, how is he going to pay for it? I said, this is going to backfire. Absolutely. And I can see already this morning, the bishops are against what he did and they are speaking out. Many other people in authority are speaking against it. Even people around Trump are beginning to have second thought or have had second thought since yesterday. Let me encapsulate this for all of you. Intuitively, I feel this is not good at all. Their happiness will be or is short-lived. I'll tell you that. Okay? Intuitively, I feel. Because they are getting clobbered already for it. Hi, Ron. Thank you very much for your generosity and the super chat. I really appreciate it. They are getting clobbered already for this. So, the way the media is saying this, Trump gassed peaceful protesters for a photo op. And that's it. And the other thing is they are not playing it enough, I feel. After Trump waved the Bible, he was walking back, I believe, towards the White House. There's a gate. Okay. And him and his family, they were laughing. And his supporters as well. The people from his cabinet. Guys, exactly how it's going to backfire, I'm not sure. But because I can't explain everything I feel intuitively, I'm going to be honest with you. But one thing I know, what he did yesterday, I don't care what Republicans say in public. Yes, I know they find it difficult, and that's what you're going to see in that article. I ask you if you don't mind take a look at it. It's very long, but it's fascinating. If I find someone's writing fascinating, trust me, it's good, because I don't spend my time reading long articles. I did not read this one completely, but I will. Trust me, it's good. In any event, I've predicted before that Republicans will abandon him. And there is going to be a fight, a rift between Trump and McConnell. It's a matter of time. What Trump did yesterday, gassing and beating reporters and everyone else that was anywhere near where his path to the church. And last night, there was a video clip on Twitter showing one of our helicopters hovering dangerously over protesters, trying to get them to move. And then that's another guy that's going to be in big trouble. General Milley, the chief of staff or whatever they call him, okay, was reviewing his troop. He was walking around and he was interviewed. But all these people, there is something I read in the article. They love to be in the proximity of power. It beats me. There's something about me. I don't know why I am like that. I don't understand. I understand, people who are humble. Yes, they can be powerful, but they don't try to abuse others. But people like Trump, I respect powerful people not because they are powerful, but because of the way they carry themselves. I don't understand why people would want to be around Trump or be a part of anything that he does, nor his family. I find them that disgusting. I'm sorry. Okay? I would not deal with them at all. And no, I have never been in the proximity of a president. But even people at work, when you have those managers and everybody, happy and trying to meet them, if I don't like you, it doesn't matter. So I'm not just sitting here complaining about, I don't understand why people want to be in proximity of power regardless of how bad the person is, which is Trump. But the article is going to make clear what I'm trying to say, how Trump conned the Republican Party, and now they don't know what to do. And yesterday's event, that's giving them a lot to think about. Some of them will lose their seats. McConnell, I feel, I am hoping McGrath will continue to attack him the way she has been and paint him as a Trump sycophant. And I'm sure the Lincoln Project will create an amazing, that's my prediction, another ad with what Trump did yesterday. So if some of you don't believe Trump is going to pay, sit back and relax. And he's not going to be the only one. Everyone associated with this administration, my prediction is they will pay a price in the future. It's coming. And Barr, after yesterday, will have, I remember the prediction, the vision I explained to everyone, someone reaching out and grab Barr behind his desk. I don't know when this is going to happen. Like I said, this thing is, behind the scenes, there are a lot of players. But I feel after yesterday, gassing those peaceful protesters, they were not doing anything. They simply, wanted our government to hear us. Except for Cotton, Senator Cotton from Kentucky, I believe he's from. I mean, there are a few others as I'm looking at it. There are probably about 3 or 4 of them. The rest are very uncomfortable. What Trump did was undemocratic in their opinion, and it was shameful. And that's what's going to, and it's causing, when your conscience is bothering you, that's the worst thing we can experience. As I talked with a lot of those guys, intuitively I feel, after yesterday, except for those people who are all in for Trump, Jim Jordan and these people who are advocating for Trump to do more of this. And also, I predicted yesterday that the National Guard, the police, and the military will not go for what Trump is trying to do. I was listening to this morning, the general or the person in charge of the United States National Guard is already saying the way they are applying, the Trump administration wants, or I don't remember if he called Trump out basically by name or called the administration, but he says the way they want to use the National Guard as policemen is not the right way to apply those troops, those forces. So, and I feel as Trump tries to push his luck, Milley may resign, and intuitively I feel people from the Pentagon are going to start speaking out. A lot of people are going to are going to try to find their voices and speak out, because Trump, I believe I said that before. Intuitively I feel it's not only black kids that were out there. And for this change, I don't remember they said if it was Martin Luther King or one famous black activist said, we cannot make changes by ourselves, only black people going out protesting. We need everybody, black, brown, white, together. We demand change, and that's what will make change happen. I feel like saying seeing black kids, white kids, Asians and all kinds of people who were being gassed yesterday in Philadelphia. Is it Philadelphia or Maryland? But somewhere around Philadelphia, in that Pennsylvania. I'm sorry, Pennsylvania. I had to think there for a second. I had to see the writing too. I had to envision that. Sorry. In Pennsylvania, they were being gassed. I mean, a lot of them got hurt. Some of them got pelted with bullets, rubber bullets. Okay, and also in front of the White House. Those and also I'm gonna go away from Washington D.C. From what I understand, and a lot of other places, the youth, and in some areas are mostly white, are standing up as well for what's against what's going on, and that's what's going to turn, or at least force a lot of the the members of the military. They are already laughing at Trump and Cotton asking for the 101st Airborne to land in our territory and fight people who are demanding their rights. But if Trump thinks he's going to get away with this, I know, guys, I'm only sitting here behind the mic, giving my intuitive impression of what I feel is going to happen. But let's wait and see. And also, I mentioned this not too long ago, that Trump may find himself in some international court or something like that. I don't remember exactly what I said because I say so many things. But this morning I was reading the SCLU, because of the use of tear gas, from what I understand, it's against international law or something like that. The Trump administration somehow, or they're going to go after the Trump administration. I don't know how that works. I'm not a lawyer, but it feels like to me it can be big against Trump. Intuitively, Trump and his family are going to pay. I mean, it's not only his family, his supporters and enablers. There is a major price to pay. And Senator Cotton, who suggested that we bring the 101st Airborne into this country, will pay a price as well. I was looking after that to see if there was anyone running against him. Unfortunately, no one is running against him. We may have to put up with him for another 6 years. He will lose the next election. Everyone, and I've made that prediction before, I'm going to say it again. My prediction, every single, if not most, if not every single Republican senator that we know right now in the next 6 years are going to be out of office. Because intuitively I feel there is going to be enough time for us to look back at what took place. Anyone who enabled Trump will be gone. And the Trump family, who were laughing yesterday at the gate, I don't know if, I guess it was the White House gate, as they were walking back, I think. I didn't watch the speech, and I did not want to watch him walking triumphantly after gassing those protesters. Okay, anything he had to say, I watched clips. But the way they were laughing, they will laugh last. That's my feeling about this. And let me tell you, the rest of the summer, and I've said this before as well, but I'm feeling it again. Going forward, things are not going to get easier for Trump nor his family. And guys, yesterday, what Trump did, the way he encapsulated the event, he gassed peaceful protesters for a photo op. that Trump is not going to be able to live this down, or anyone in his family. And they were laughing. I hope they play that clip more often. I only saw it once. I don't see it that often, unfortunately. But I feel like saying, Bar, there is something about perjury, because every time the past few days he's come to mind, I'm hearing perjury. I don't know how that works. Maybe it's perjury, but there is going to be a charge that's going to be leveled against Barr. There's potential he'll go to jail. There's a very strong sense of incarceration whenever the past few weeks, whenever he comes to mind, I am getting. Okay. General Milley, there's a very good chance if he doesn't resign and resign soon. I don't know how this is going to happen, but somebody mentioned it on a tweet. It resonated with me. He may be demoted. I don't think Trump is going to do it. I don't know how it's going to happen, but if he doesn't do something to save himself soon, he's going to pay a price for wearing our military uniform and walk behind Trump as if it was Putin walking out. That's basically the picture Trump wanted to, as if he, powerful. Okay, we're going to, thank you, Maria Alberto. Thank you very much for the super chat and your generosity. I really appreciate it. He wanted to create fear. That's how dumb Trump is and his family. What he did yesterday will backfire, because that's not going to stop people from protesting. In fact, it will motivate people from going, to keep going out and protest. He doesn't understand. Those kids are so brave. It's unbelievable. I am hoping the dream I had yesterday morning, because I've been worried about them. I don't have any kids, but I have nieces and nephews that age, to put themselves out there in the midst of this pandemic with potential of getting sick. Since they say younger people don't, this thing doesn't affect them that much, or they get sick and they recover. I know a young person who had it, had a couple of weeks of really battered. She recovered. Okay. So I'm hoping if any of them don't, get sick, they don't feel anything at all, or they all recover. But the point I'm trying to make is I'm hoping what I saw in my dream, not too many of them will be infected. Thank you, Jeffrey Stein. Thank you very much for a super chat and generosity. I appreciate it. You're very welcome. So, but to put those kids basically are putting their lives, their health, okay, on the line to do what they are doing. It will be recognized intuitively, I feel, and appreciated. Because some of us who are over 60, if we do this, basically it's a death sentence. But I am very proud of the youth. People are, give them a hard time sometimes. Do they know what they stand for, or they it's me, they want this, they want that. But I feel the great generation, the World War II generation, is passing the baton to the right people who will do the right thing, I feel, intuitively. So I have to give them kudos. In any event, I feel that I don't feel Trump is going to get away with this. That's what I'm basically, my spiel this morning. Hopefully I didn't repeat myself too much. I don't remember what I say. And also, I said yesterday, the protesters were infiltrated. I was reading this morning that Twitter found out that some people who were promoting violence in private neighborhoods, they are alt-right groups posing as Antifa, I believe they pronounce it, anti-fascist groups. Okay, so they are not the only one doing this, and I predicted yesterday or the day before yesterday that they're going to find links to the Trump campaign as well, because they're not or the Republicans, they're not standing by and not taking advantage of this. They are. Okay. And people keep asking me, do I see Trump? Thank you very much, Walker. Thank you for the super chat and your generosity. I really appreciate it. You are very welcome. Uh, a lot of people keep asking me, will Trump leave office before the election? I would like that to happen, but I'm going to be honest. I can confuse time. I don't know. All I know, if we look at yesterday, look at the people around Trump, and also read the article in the Atlantic. We're gonna see what I am talking about. Trump has conned the Republican Party into selling their souls for him. They are having difficulties right now walking away after what they have done. They have basically given him a pass. They found him not guilty after he was impeached. Now they don't know what to do. So these people, those senators, okay, plus the Grover Norquists of this world, like all those think tanks, American everything they call themselves, okay, who want to keep a dumb president in office. Unfortunately for them, they didn't think Trump was that stupid and that dumb. And his kids, Kushner, Don Jr., Ivanka, are basically making policies. What Trump did yesterday, yes, he felt humiliated because he was being ridiculed and being called a coward. It didn't stop. People are still calling him a coward. And it's going to get worse because he gassed people for the stunt he pulled yesterday. So, they will be held responsible, okay? But one thing Republicans are beginning to understand, it's only about Trump. And they're not liking it very much. Oh my God, time is flying. Okay, friends, but I feel like saying to everyone, like I've always said, everything he does, what he did yesterday, it may look like he's winning. He's not winning. He's losing. And this is going to be used against him in all kinds of ads during the campaign. So let's hang in there. Don't raise your blood pressures or get depressed, and not watch when this guy is going to be walked out of the White House, whether he goes on his own. But what I went through all this explanation, that's to show you that Trump is not there on his own volition. The Republican Party is keeping him there, and those behind them, their donors, are keeping Trump where he's at. That's why he's still there. But I feel like saying, hang in there. Let's keep ourselves healthy. Let's continue practice social distancing, wear our mask wherever we go. Keep track of your hands and also your phones. Wipe your phones because you don't want to touch the phone. Okay, I'll tell you what I do. After I come into my apartment, even if I didn't touch my phone when I was outside, you be careful now. Don't put it into the speaker, that little slot you have for the microphone, or try not to get any liquid into those holes. But I wipe down with alcohol or hand sanitizer is what I have. Or if you have one of those, I believe ultraviolet lights kill that virus as well. Okay, so whatever you have, sanitize your phone as you sanitize your hands. I do that. But now I don't use much sanitizers anymore when I go out. I usually use hand sanitizers. So now I have a bottle of liquid soap and water in my car. Or I mix them. I put them in the car. When I go out, I get into the car, I grab my bottle, pour some water with soap on my hands, because it kills the virus. And I wipe my hands. I leave a paper towel there as well. So let's do the best we can to stay healthy, so we can watch this guy getting walked out of that White House. regardless of how he goes, he's going to go. Yesterday, it may be, like it's like a sugar high he probably had, but it's not going to last. Okay, Margaret Tucker is asking, will the increase of the peaceful protests make Trump so nervous that he'll resign? No, the presidency and leave in the middle of the night. No. To be honest with you, what happened yesterday is not what's going to cause Trump to leave office. I predicted this a long time ago, that Republicans would bail out on him. I don't know exactly what's going to cause it, but what happened yesterday is everyone except for Cotton, Jim Jordan, Getz of this world, they want, I'm not quite sure what these people want, really. But like I said, and if you read the article, I'm going to put the link on below this video, they explain how toxic, how intoxicating it is when you are in proximity of power. Oh, you got to read this. They were explaining how Lindsey Graham, every time he goes golfing with Trump or he's around Trump, they say he gets so giddy and tells everybody, oh, I was around the president. I mean, can you imagine? The guy has been in the Senate for over 20 years. He's met all types of presidents, but he's enamored with this idiot. Oh my God! But you guys have to read this article. It's very interesting. But the point I'm trying to make is, yesterday, in fact, some people, one person on Twitter, I don't recall his name, said that he resigned from a government job that he had. I don't know if it's from the sheriff's department or some. I believe it's from a sheriff's department. He came back from work. He's an ex-military. He quit. There are going to be a lot of those as well. And some people, Facebook workers, are quitting because they don't like the way, I forget his name right now, but you know what I mean? The guy who owns Facebook, Zuckerberg, how he's handling the whole Trump situation. And as I predicted before, I'd be surprised if Zuckerberg is still in charge of Facebook in the next couple of years. So let's not get ourselves sick, guys. We must stay healthy and watch and enjoy the day this Putin puppet leaves office. Okay. I am going to answer some questions. Oh my God. Cheryl Y saying, remember 107,000 deaths in the U.S. Yes, he's responsible. It's not only your opinion, my friend, all of us. We will hold them accountable. There are almost 17,000 still in severe and critical condition in hospital. Yes, pray for them. Absolutely, we will. Okay. Let's see if there are some questions. Bye, Chef. Thank you for stopping by. Hi, Lucky McLucky. Let's see. Deborah Webb says, Trump wants people to think he's a man of God, but we all know better. Yeah. But you know what? The bishops, they did an amazing job. I mean, basically, I've been reading him, the Riot Act. You know, the lady bishop in Washington, D.C., who's in charge of the archdiocese of, I don't know exactly how many churches she's responsible for. Oh, my God. Her comments are not flattering towards Trump. So, and when you have all these people not happy and talking the way they are talking about Trump, it's not good, friend. Okay. Mojo is saying, my daughters have been, I got to mention this. Mojo is saying, my daughters have been marching in New York City. Say a prayer for them. They live in Manhattan. Thank you. Oh, absolutely, Mojo, we will. And thank them for, well, you know what? their service for marching. We appreciate it. I can't do it. I'll tell you because I don't want to catch this thing. So hopefully, I don't feel anything is going to happen to them as long as they wear the mask and practice social distancing. Yes. Okay, friends, thank you very much for spending some time with me today. If any major news break, I will come back later like I did. Well, last night I was supposed to be here, but I was so upset. I didn't stay very long because I didn't want, because on Mondays, I answer, people's questions, personal or political. I didn't want anybody to ask me a personal question, and I wouldn't be able to answer it because I was so upset. So that's why I didn't stay very long. In any event, I will see you tomorrow. Till then, bye.